2023 candor to the court. I asked counsel to correct misstatements that were made in the brief. He has not repeated them. For that, I am thankful. But there are a lot of instances where an argument he went outside of the record, especially with the way STEB works. How could he know what STEB works? Why didn't he read the STEB final order? I'll sit down. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think Mr. Silvestri's argument here reiterates the reason why we need to follow a process that's set out in the statute so that we don't have, a year of back and forth, varying opinions. There is a body that is tasked with doing this. I did read that opinion from March just several weeks ago. We addressed it in our SIR reply brief, or however we want to say it, because they absolutely just punted in that case. And I don't know who the hearing officer is or anything else. I can understand that they can look and see what the lower court did previously to go through this month-long process. But I also disagree with this being characterized as an audit. I mean, that is Mr. Silvestri's word. That is what scared STEB. This is not an audit. This is not, even though they have the power to send special agents and examiners in to sit down in the county and be there every day as these are gone through, ask questions, interview management, everything you see in a municipal audit is not present here. This is a routine process of transmitting data that is readily available, that is public records, that is information, and it was just...
Well, so if the county agrees that they had been transmitting the incorrect data, and now they have the correct data, and it goes to STEB, so if they have it, then basically what you're saying is this data should go to STEB, and then if there are any objections to the determination of this amount, then that should play out in the normal STEB procedure.
I believe, unfortunately, in this case, it's too late. I mean, we're already dealing with a closed appeals period. I mean, prospectively, the county changed. They did what was requested in the complaint. They hired a chief assessment officer. They changed this.
Well, I guess so. That's the question before us, because 1100 is still stayed. That does raise the issue of this year.
Right.
So that could, right.
Right.
Okay.
And that's where, in terms of weighing the equities, as this court would have to do as well, is to consider, well, what happens. And you do have the benefit that now all of those appeals from 2022 have rolled over into 2023. So that 81.1% would just be for 1 year. Those taxpayers get, the appreciation that we see in the market in general from 2022 to 2023. That doesn't get addressed because BPAR's files are closed. It's whatever their value was in 2022. You apply the 81.1 for that year. You apply the 63.4 that STEB has certified, and as Mr. Silvestri has mentioned, has been challenged again. But that's the other issue. There has to be some guide rails here. This can't stretch on for years. It has to be addressed at the STEB level, either on a rolling basis or immediately, or else the tenuous nature that the base year system is holding by a thread is just completely